Hey, what's up, everybody? So, just want to make a quick video. Will silver make you wealthy? Will any precious metal make you wealthy? Silver, gold, what have you? Um, and I think, the quick answer to that is no. But I want to have a little bit of a discussion about what is wealthy. What is the meaning of wealth? Or what is, if someone's wealthy or if somebody's rich, I think there's a big difference between being a wealthy person and being a rich person. Um, I think if you're wealthy, I think the meaning behind that is um, your money works for you. You're not so much working hard for your money, but your money is rather working for you. Um, so, my definition of somebody being wealthy to me is like sports team owners, um, NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, because they're not so much working for their money, rather they're profiting from other people's hard work. Um, so that's my definition of wealthy versus being rich or being comfortable. Where, if you're a CEO of a company, or if you're just a higher up in a company, or maybe you're an executive of a company, those people work extremely hard for their money. Lawyers work hard for their money. But if you're wealthy, I believe your money is working for you rather than you working for that money. Um, so I want to talk about, will silver, gold, precious metals in general make you wealthy, or even will they make you rich? And the answer is, to me, the answer is no. And we can get to the zombie apocalypse and all that stuff later, SHTF and that. But I believe, there's only a couple ways that you are going to become rich or wealthy, and that is one from hard work. Now, I mean, like I said before, I think wealthy, if you're wealthy, your money is working for you, but at some point you had to come into that money either from hard work or from luck. And I think the only way that you could become wealthy or rich is by two different ways: being extremely lucky, and or very, very hard work. Um, People who have a lot of money typically have worked extremely hard for their money, and then they have the government chasing after them because they want to, take half of what they make, um, even though they put extremely hard work behind it. And what do I mean by that? So, I mean, a couple of ways that you could be lucky and uh, become rich is by, say, you win the lottery, or somebody dies and leaves you a big sum of cash. Those are the lucky ways that you could come in and become rich. And then the other one is hard work, by putting yourself through some kind of training, whether it be school or some other type of training, and and actually owning a business. I mean, usually you're not going to become rich by working for somebody. You're going to have to work for yourself typically, and paying off debt. I mean, you can't have a lot of debt and have a lot of money at the same time. You have to, in my opinion, pay off debt, or else you're never gonna be really, rich. Um, but for the most part, most people, people are not gonna have, are not gonna be rich. Um, but you can at some point be sort of comfortable if you don't have a lot of excess debt. Um, I think as far as investments go, the only people who truly make a lot of money as far as investments. I mean, I've made a little bit of money in the stock market. Um, I've made some, I've lost some selling precious metals, which is why I like to talk a lot, or somewhat about saving cash and having a lot of money in savings before putting money into any kind of precious metals, because you don't want to sell your precious metals and have to take a loss. And I've made videos on it previously where I had to, sell unexpectedly and took a little bit somewhat of a loss. But, silver and gold doesn't have to be a loss. If you have to sell unexpectedly, or if the prices of metals go down and then you just, lose faith and then you go and sell, then of course, like with anything, with any type of investment or anything like that, if you put money into the stock market and then the stock market goes down and then you sell on the way down, of course you're probably going to take quite a bit of a loss if you sell. I think stocks are a little bit different because stocks could go to zero, where precious metals typically should never go to zero. They could go down quite a bit, but precious metals, silver, gold, platinum, palladium, those are assets that are never going to zero, which is why a lot of people like to say these are not investments. These are, you're trying to preserve your wealth. They should never really be considered investments, although I can see both sides of the fence: investment side, preserving wealth side, money side, investment side. I can see both sides, so I'm not really taking one side or the other on that. So I mean, at the end of the day, no, silver, gold, any precious metals is not going to make you rich. I think the only people who make a lot of money off of any sort of investment, anything you put your money into, the only people who are going to make a huge profit are the people who are already rich, who have enough money to put a lot of money into something. I mean, if you have a stock and you have a couple hundred shares, you're not going to get rich off of that. But if you have a stock that's doing well and you have hundreds or thousands of shares, now you're talking about making a lot of money. You can make and lose money in anything. You can make money in precious metals, you can lose money in precious metals, but typically you're not going to gain enough to be able to consider you becoming rich off of precious metals. So that's my thought behind it. I've sold silver before. I've sold gold before. I have made money on selling, some silver. Before I started YouTube, I had 2 1-ounce gold coins. And before I started my YouTube channel, I sold those 2 1-ounce gold coins. It was like $8 over spot, and I made a little bit of profit. Nothing, to write home about, but it was a little bit of profit. And then I've sold a little bit of silver before I started my YouTube channel. I had a 100-ounce Royal Canadian Mint 100-ounce bar, and I made a tiny bit of profit on that too. I didn't lose any money on it. I made a little bit of a profit, but it wasn't much. It was like $20. Anyway, so that's my video. Please let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I appreciate everybody for watching, listening, and let me know your take. Oh, I forgot the SHTF. If we ever had a SHTF situation, yeah, the price of precious metals might go up, quite a bit possibly, but I don't think any of us would actually want to be in that situation where silver was, $1,000 an ounce, or gold was $50,000 an ounce, because you're going to be losing so much more in other things that I believe during that time, then the price of precious metals really isn't gonna be game changing as far as wealth is concerned. But anyway, Thanks to everybody for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of this video. Appreciate everybody for watching. I'll talk to everybody on my next video.